Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Sunday, which means it is time for a new LP, Let's Watch, because honestly, not really a big fan of Rock no Yushi. It is completely thrown away everything I liked about it, and nah. It passed the 4-episode test, and then turns out it cheated on the test. So we're starting off with this, based on a patron recommendation. Oh. So, welcome to Log Horizon. This is one that I've heard a lot about, never seen, and apparently, people want to see me watch it, so this was a patron request from HTF, what did he recommend before? He recommended something else before. I'm trying to remember what it was. I'm really bad at remembering the list when I don't have it in front of me. This is the same person who recommended Zombieland Saga. So, oh boy, hopefully this one is good. But honestly, I first learned about this one when Sword Art Online was a thing. And Sword Art Online is Sword Art Online, and this seems as if it was a similar kind of deal. And yeah, no. Oh boy, that's a big oof. So I'm hoping this is good, but I am steeling myself for the fact that this might just be Sword Art, but with a fucking bigger ensemble cast. So instead of having just one Kirito, we've got like 10? I don't know. How many main characters this show got? I don't know. But anyway, let's get going and see how we do, shall we? In 3, 2, 1... and go! Oh boy, it's midnight! Time to eat a Krabby Patty. Oh boy, That is... How do you have worse UI design than Sword Art? Holy shit, we're getting off to a real good fucking start on that one. Holy shit. So in order to cast a spell, you've got to cover your vision with your UI, and then reach out and touch in AR your spells. Oh my god, they paid it. Just because you say the controls suck doesn't mean... Holy shit. What the fuck are these goddamn UIs? What the fuck? Who designs UIs in fucking anime? Holy shit. Oh no, we're trapped in the anime. Oh no. So you've got to use your menus. To activate your abilities. But if you take any damage, your menus get closed. Like, has no one heard of hotkeys? Like, okay, so they get some points back for, like, acknowledging that their control system fucking blows. But holy shit, so this isn't so much, like, me going off on Log Horizon. This is me going off on anime in general. Anytime an anime has a video game interface, 9 times out of 10, it fucking sucks. Like, I think, Shield here is sort of, like, one of the few that has a video game-style interface that works, because it seems to be mostly passive, and the abilities are cast, like, normal spells. You say what the spell name is, and it goes. Right, which would probably be how an actual VR game would work, right? But so many of these things, it's like in Sword Art Online, in order to use an item, you have to go through 6 fucking sub-menus to get to your backpack, right? In this one, whenever one of your party members takes damage or you take damage, like, look, it just fills up your fucking vision, right? And then to use spells, you gotta scroll through and be clicking shit, like just flailing your arm about. Like, Like, does Japan just not know how MMOs work? Like, Final Fantasy XIV's got hotkeys and it works really well. Like, do people who make animes just not play video games? You think if you were gonna make a anime based around a video game, you'd figure this shit out. Oh no, it's just Japan. Oh boy. So what's the premise here? Is this gonna be one of those things where like you die in the game, you die in real life? Or did the apocalypse happen in Japan and everyone got mind swapped into their MMO characters? What the hell? So okay, so some people realize they're in a video game, they're asking for the GM, but wait, that's your backpack interface? Okay, so they are trapped in the MMO. Your backpack interface just splays your items out in front of your face? I'm sorry, Nani the fuck? Like, at least they recognize that the fucking that it's shit, but doesn't forgive it. Fuck. So they don't. Ooh, fucking shots fired on that boy. So everyone gets. So what? The apocalypse happened, and everyone got blasted into like post-apocalypse Japan. So it's mechanics they recognize, but the world is all different. Hmm. Wait. The game itself was based off Akihabara. Why was everybody confused? Then why was everybody confused that it looked like Akihabara then? I am very confused. What if you just walked to where your home was in real life? What if you just did that? I wonder if these people, like, ever think about their bodies just being left behind in the real world. That'd be something I'd be a little concerned about. I'd be like, God, that man's head is so goddamn tiny. That man's head is so goddamn small. Yeah, we're trapped in this fucking MMO hellscape, but no, it's fine. Welcome back to the game, fam. Oh god, I got something in my eye, Jesus. I wish I knew like what the idea of this game is. The fact that it's a like would Japan even allow you to do that? Just have a video game that was just a one-to-one recreation of Japan in VR, except it's been fucking nuked to death? You live in Japan. Of course there's not. Well, I'm glad that his character has been just established within the first 5 seconds of him showing up. Greetings, new party member. What is your character trait? I love pussy. Like, okay. Good to know. Wait, so they look. What? So, like, did their heads just get transplanted onto their bodies then? So it's not. So why is he being a dick and throwing rocks at you then? Not much of a get. What if it's a girl gamer? The girl gamer. Fucking, like, Akatsu's gonna start talking, and it'll be a girl's voice coming out. Yep, there it is, girl gamer! She's having the big she's having the big gender dysphoria. I was tired of men asking me to sell me my asking me to sell them my bath water. It's fucking weird. No, she's getting her genitals scrambled. Of course she's not okay. She just had to feel her penis just right up in there. Why is she so small? Holy shit! I wouldn't say hot, she's a fucking lolly, you goddamn pervert! Go to jail! Holy Christ! Like, what, in real life is she like 10? Oh no. Lolly in real life. Fucking really? We're already off to a fucking rollicking great start. Fucking shy protagonist with glasses, pervert, and legal lolly. Legal lolly that loves violence. We're off to a absolute rollicking great start. What the fuck? Well, at least nothing offensive has happened yet. Like, holy shit. She needs a tank. You know what I think would have been fucking hilarious though? Ain't no one, and I mean there ain't no one playing MMOs that plays the white mage as their main and plays as a male character. So you know what? Mr. Protagonist on here should have just been a girl. That would have been fucking hilarious though. Oh, fuck it, she's a goddamn role player as well. Fucking Christ. I think that's fucking adorable though. I do like that. That's probably the most accurate to real MMOs that's been so far. Oh, so they just added more NPCs to this expansion. Neat. Well, yeah, you. They just go pizza. Truly, this realm is cursed. You can eat all the delicious things you want, but they all taste like garbage. Let me guess. Big sister, right? Oh no, she's jealous. Oh no, she's the legal lolly is a little jealous. Come on, where is it? It's his sister or his mom, right? Ara? Bring in the Ara. God, she gets smaller every fucking time. And of course, everyone loses their shit at the sight of the legal lolly. God damn it. God damn it. I know this is garbage. Like, this is junk food. But god damn it, am I hungry right now. I mean, there was a guy that was offline on his friends list. So you gotta go the long way. Guy with the fucking teddy bear helmet. God damn it. Hey man, you wanna join our guild? Like, those guys look like they run the meth dealers guild. Oh shit! Since they're in the world, they can't read the patch notes. Oh shit! Oh no, they lowered the damage of my fireball by 5%. Oh god. Oh my god, and of course, main character is a lone wolf that didn't join a guild. Tick that shit off! Oh. He had a guild and they all quit. Yep, Marine, yep, sister. And of course, he was best guild, in the best player in the game, right? Oh, so he's Caster Kirito. I mean, they super could just go find someone no one's gonna miss and just. Oh no! Look, they're joining the meth dealers guild. That poor Lolly and Shota. Oh fuck. Ugh. Wait, but if. Wait, well, I'm sorry, what? You're the level cap. But. If an expansion came out, then the level cap's not 90 anymore. That's how expansions work. He. Ugh. Seriously, man, these fucking controls, man. You gotta fucking. So, like, he's the healer, right? Like, that's his job, right? I mean, the strategist can't just be you stand back and bark orders, right? And of course, the lolly is the competent one. I'm just very. My hips are moving on their own, One-san. Oh my god. They just solved the problem. Oh my god, they just solved the problem. Oh my fucking god. Wait, only the Japanese got isekai'd. Holy shit. So wait, does this mean, like, is the entire game world just Japan? Does that mean the Japanese players have, like, an unfair advantage? What they call the day. What they call the day. The apocalypse. Oh, that's some bullshit. Oh no. The meth dealer guild, they're coming back. They go, oh god, it's a furry. Oh shit. The furries have arrived. Oh boy, alright. I feel like that whole, like, menu thing. Why do I feel like that's the author of this, like, specifically taking a stab at all the fucking shit-ass Japanese MMO animes? Like, okay, so in an MMO, like, you have your key bindings, and then you have what's called a clicker, basically. Someone who uses their mouse and one by one clicks their abilities. Now, sometimes, like, if you're not fast enough, yeah, then, like, it's, like if you're learning, then, yeah, like, it is viable to, you know, like, have your keybinds on ones, like, oh, no, this keybind, like, I'm not practiced at reaching that, and then you just, and click it, like, while you're practicing. Like, but, like, people who are actually used to playing the game, they've got their key bindings set up in a way that, like, no, I can reach everything, like, within a split second, and the mouse is for looking around and, you know, and clicking my enemies and all that shit, right? The mouse stays more or less in the middle of the screen. But a lot of Japanese, like, MMO shows, they've got this really dumb idea that that if you get transported... Oh, shit, you got a post-credits thing, okay. Wait, they're not allowed to die? Then what's the stakes here, then? What's the fucking stakes here, then? What the hell? If that's you're not allowed to die. Like, what's the... Okay, fine. But yeah, like, a lot of Japanese shows... Like, Sword Art Online is probably, like, the biggest offender, where it's, like, to get into his backpack in Sword Art Online and in the fucking fairy game before, like, after it, fucking, Kirito has to, I think someone did, like, the math on this once, Kirito has to do, 5 different key presses to get to his item menu, and then he still has to fucking scroll through it, right? And a lot of other shows are like this, where it's like, oh, I'm going to cast a spell, boop, 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 boop. Like, in a real MMO, by the time you've fucking clicked the second button, it's too late to cast that fucking spell, especially if you're a healer, right? This one, like, at the start, was really bad. Like, really, really bad. Like, he tried to go through his spell list, and it's just like... They're everywhere. You gotta go boop, and then boop, and then boop, and then boop. And it's like, by the time he fucking had the spell clicked, he was fucking a pawn. Like, he was set upon by those fucking weasels. Not to mention, like, being grabbed, let's mention Shiro being grabbed by that big, like, tentacle monster. Like, and items as well were just as bad, where all his items are splayed out. I think they alluded to the fact that you could, like, I should have picked up on it at the time, but I was talking about something else. But, I think they alluded to the fact that if he just physically reached into his bag, he could pull things out, like, by thinking about them. Because he threw up his item list, but we never saw him click any items. And then later, as he's walking along, he reaches into his bag and he pulls out that little, like, that little thingamajig, that little fucking dildo, whatever the fuck it was he pulled out. So... I really like how they set up for the first episode this whole thing where everyone's clicking their abilities like fucking cavemen, and then like to figure out how to actually play the game and not get murdered by things like like less than a fraction of their level. Yeah, they figure out keybinds, and keybinds are just say the name of the attack and let your body do what it do. Like, that's really good. I like that. I feel like whoever did this has been, like, whoever made this, like, I don't know when Log Horizon was made in relative to, like Sword Art Online or the other really bad isekai shows, like, isekai MMO shows, but, like, I feel like that's actively just there to spite them. Like, hey, fuckers, you know keybinds exist? And you could probably very easily do keybinds in a VR MMO by just having voice commands. Or you know, like some sort of thought, like, control. Like, that's actually pretty good. I'll give that one some credit. But other than that, like, this show, like, I feel like maybe this show understands MMOs a little bit more than the majority of Trapped in MMO shows. I mean, Overlord understands them a bit, but there's very clearly some gaps in that adaptation, so they very much focus on the whole, like, oh no, this is real, like, magic works as if it would in real life kind of thing there. So, like, but this one, yeah, is leaning super hard on it, and so far there's not really any gaps. I mean, you've got guild housing, and guild housing allows you to do really fucking stupid shit, because it always does. The friends interface actually does make a little bit of sense. It looks like a friends list because it just needs to be a list of friends. You're not accessing your friends list in the middle of a fight. You're not. I honestly, I actually really like our main characters. Like, they're kind of like generic isekai MMO tropes. You got the guy who never joined a guild because he's a big dick G, and you know, just very alone because his team broke up, so he doesn't want to join another team, whatever. You've got the big strong guy who really likes titties, and you have the lolly who wants the protagonist's dick. Like, very common tropes. But the thing is, like, even though I know they're generic, I know they've been done 100 million fucking times in the past, and it's the exact same fucking thing. Like, they're personable enough and their character interactions are good enough that I'm willing to look past how really boring their archetype is, yet in the hopes that there's some good character interactions and that they get along, like, and they get along well. Like not like say Rock no Yusha, where and I know people like Rock no Yusha, I know, but like it's the most recent thing in this replacing in this slot, so like in Rock no Yusha, you've got a bunch of really generic like anime tropes. Most of them are played straight and really boring, and also their interactions are very lame. You know, Adlet is basically like, I'm the big strong boy, but he's also a chronic narcissist, and all of his interactions are predicated on, I'm the big strong boy and everything is to serve me. Like, meanwhile, like, Shiro here, like, he's a big strong boy, and we're told he's a big strong boy. Well, at least, or that he was a part of a group with a bunch of big strong boys, but he doesn't really draw attention to it. He's just like, they just said, hey, you haven't joined a guild. Do you want to join our guild? Like, you know, because, the fucking apocalypse is happening? He's like, no, I'm good. I don't really want to. And then afterwards, they're like, hey, wasn't he part of, like, that group big strong boys? Like, what's his deal? Like, what's going on? It's like, oh yeah, no, they broke up. Like, I can understand why he wouldn't want to join a guild. But meanwhile, the Shiro that we know, and the Shiro that we've been dealing with up until that point, has been just this kind of awkward, nerdy boy, yet who just wants to play White Mage. And he's just hanging out with his friends and getting along like, hey, buddy, welcome back to the fucking video game. Yeah! Like, he's just been really neat. He's been personable, he's been entertaining, and he hasn't really been, like, an absolute insufferable piece of shit. Like a certain black-haired swordsman that we can think about, Akatsuki, I like her as well, just because she's a fucking role player. like a lot of these people, they are, like, not only are they the archetypes of bullshit isekai bullshit, but, oh boy, that was real eloquent, Nozz, holy Christ. But also, it's kind of how actual MMO players are sometimes. Like, you've got the guy who's quiet and just kind of wants to make friends. You've got the loud, boisterous guy who hasn't played the game for a while, but he's excited to get back in there. There's a new expansion. He gets to play with his friends again. He's like, yeah, let's go get some E-titty. Like, and then you have Akatsuki, who is a gamer girl, so she doesn't talk very much because, let's be honest, MMOs are kind of a shit show sometimes when it comes to female players. Like, that's a... Not, like, it's not, like, this ain't like a, toxic masculinity, but let's be completely fucking honest. Like, any one of us that grew up with, like, the fucking days of Xbox Live or fucking early Ventrilo servers in fucking Vanilla WoW, like, every time a girl joined the fucking voice chat, it's like, oh my god, is that a girl? Yeah! Like, so, like, you can imagine why she's like that, but, like, once she's actually in there and she's talking, like, you find out, oh no, she's a role player. That girl was in fucking Goldshire, fucking doing her goddamn ninja RP. That was the thing that she was doing. And a lot of these are, like, actual, like, personalities that you'll find playing MMOs, or at least you used to be able to find playing MMOs, but I don't know if that's still the case, because, oh boy, ain't no one being fucking social MMOs anymore. and it's good. It's good. Like it's taking the generic isekai MMO people and kind of running them through the filter of how people actually act. And it's really neat. Like overall, like most of this show, I get the feeling it's going to be isekai junk food. It's going to be shit I've seen 100 times, but hopefully it's going to be the good bits of that shit that I've seen 100 times. So I'll be able to be like, oh yes, feed me the chocolate. It's really bad for me and has no nutritional value whatsoever, but I'm going to enjoy it up until the diabetes kicks in. And if that's what Log Horizon turns into, then hey, alright. Everyone could do with a little bit of diabetes every now and again. Yeah, I think that's really all I gotta say, so let me know what you thought of this down there in the comments, and if you've already seen the show. But, don't spoil anything, for the love of Christ. As always, I am Nozz. Remember to like, comment, favorite, subscribe, share on social media, tell your friends, hit that share button down below, and if you really want, you can always support me on Patreon, which is linked down there in the description and on the end card, along with some of my other videos if you want to see those. And if you do become a patron, you get a special patrons-only Discord channel on my open Discord server, which is linked down there in the description as well. And if you do become a patron, then you get access, and in that channel, then you can recommend things to be less played, less watched, live streamed, whatever, and oh Jesus, my fucking throat. It always fucking happens. Damn, I need some juice or something like right here. Damn. And yeah, it goes on the list, and most of my reacts or let's watches have actually been from the patron list so far. I think the only one that's really not is, I think Arifureta is not, and Dr. Stone is not. Like, I think those are the only two that weren't like patron recommendations. So yeah, I'm kind of getting through those. And going forward and be like, yeah, what you guys want me to do, I'm gonna do it. Here you go. Yeah, become a verified trash mammal. Yeah. And also we have our special patrons-only movie night that we do once a month. Usually we do it on the second week of a month, but seeing as there is an anime convention going on in Columbus and one of my patrons is there and some other ones are busy, we're gonna push it back to next week. So oh boy, looking forward to that. Probably gonna be watching some anime, watch some movies, play some video games, just kind of hang out on whatever screen sharing software is replacing Rabbit, and just have a grand old time. It's a ton of fun. Oh boy. Anyway, so I'll see you in the next video, but most importantly of all, become a trash mammal today, and I will see you around the road.